What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Oh, whoa, the chats are coming in from the top. That's not how the TikTok usually does this. Okay, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody doing? How are y'all doing? Hello, yo, hi, TCO, you're the GOAT. Can I join the draft? Yes, we are doing another draft today, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not been in a draft already, if you have been in a draft, don't join. If you've already gotten into a draft with me, do not join today. We don't want more people who've already been in a league with me. We want people who haven't been in a league with me. So, if you're watching and you want to get into a draft with me, today is the day. Here's what you need to do. I'm going to tell you in 1 second once I do some stuff here. Okay. Here's what needs to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to get into a league with me? Great. I hope you do, because if you do, right now is the time for you to do that. Let me tell you how you're going to do it. If you're watching over on Twitch, it is going to be easier for me to show you. But if you're watching over on TikTok, that is fine. So, if you're watching and you want to get into a draft with me, first thing, make sure you have Underdog Fantasy downloaded. If you don't have Underdog Fantasy downloaded, you're not going to be able to join. You got to download Underdog Fantasy. You got to get that part out of the way. Once you get that part out of the way, let me tell you what you're going to do next. Next, you are going to head on over to my TikTok. You're going to head on over to the TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Head over to the TCO Fantasy Show TikTok. Once you get there, hit the link in my bio, my link tree. Head on over there. Go to my link tree, and you're going to see the very first link. The very first link on the top of the link tree says Follower League. It says Follower League, join this. You're going to click that, and it's going to take you right into the league. That's what you need to do. We have 11 spots for people to join, 11 spots. And that's how you get into a league with me. It's that simple. You're going to have to go on over to the link in my bio. Hit the first link right there. It says Follower League, join this. If you click that, it will take you into the league with me. That is all you got to do. That is all you got to do, ladies and gentlemen. Head on over there to Underdog Fantasy. Download the app. We need 11 people to get this draft on the way. And, yeah, that's all you got to do, and it'll take you into the league with me. That is all you need to do. Uh-oh. That is all. Are there people out there who want to get into a draft with me? Let me know. Drop a yes in the chat. Drop a yes in the chat if you want to get into a league with me. Drop a yes in the chat. Evan, we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. I see 3 people. I see 4 people. We should have enough people in the chat, hopefully. Let me tell you guys again how to join if you want to. It says something is wrong. It says something is wrong. Let me refresh the link. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me refresh this link. Let's refresh this link real quick. Let's put another link in there. Maybe this link wasn't working. Maybe we need another one. We'll try again. It's okay. Paste. Turn that on for you guys, right? Is that working? Yep. Okay. Now, try to join now. Okay, try to do that. That should work now. Head on over to the link in my bio if you want to join. You got to go to the link in my bio and click Follower League, join this. It should take you into the league. Yo, why is it not working? Okay, no, it has to be working now because people are joining. Okay, we got 10 more spots, ladies and gentlemen, 10 more spots. 9 more spots, ladies and gentlemen, 9 more spots. If you want to join, it is very simple. It is $3, 8 more spots. You're going to go over to the link in my bio. It says Follower League, join this. Click that link. It's going to take you right into the league. Make sure you have Underdog Fantasy already downloaded. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. That way you're going to get your first deposit match up to $1,000. We got 7 more spots, ladies and gentlemen. 7 more spots. 7 more spots. If you want to join, it is very simple. Head on over to my TikTok. Head on over to the TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Go over to the TikTok. Hit the link in my bio, which is my link tree. It's going to take you over to my link tree. It's right here, nice and pink, beautiful. Look at it right there, link tree, link tree, link tree, link tree. Very nice, very nice. You're going to click the first link on top. It says Follower League. Join this. It's going to take you to this little underdog screen. You're going to go through the steps, and it is going to take you into the league. That is all you need to do. Hidness, thank you for the sub. Oh my goodness, Hidness, thank you for the sub. Write your name on the board, Hidness. Getting your name on the board. Hidness. Get your name on the board. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that so much. We have 5 more spots, ladies and gentlemen. 5 more spots. If you want to join, it's very simple. I don't see the link in the bio. Well, okay. Very simple. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Look. You wanted to get in? 4 more spots. Look. Look at my account. You see how right here there is a link? There's that little link. It says Linktree. You're going to click that. I'm trying to do this like this. Oh, nope. Ooh, just gave out my personal information. Oh, shit. Okay. Where to go? Okay. So, back to here. You're going to click Linktree. It says it right there. It says Linktree. It drops down this little menu. 3 more spots. It drops down this little menu, and the first one says linktree.TCO Fantasy Show. You click that, and then you click Follower League, join this, and it takes you to this little underdog screen, and then you just go through the steps, and that's it. You go. It takes you right into the league. That's all you got to do. Very, very simple. 3 more spots. 3 more spots, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get a draft started. How can I join the league? Okay, let's do it again. Let me tell you how to join. First of all, here's how you're going to join. We got 3 more spots in here, so 3 more people can join up. You're going to go to my TikTok account. Very simple. My TikTok account, usual TikTok, nothing crazy there. You're going to hit the link in my bio, which is my link tree. It hits this little drop-down menu. Hit the first link, linktree.TCO Fantasy Show. Takes you here. See? Takes you here. And the very first thing on top, it says Follower League. Join this. It's the very first thing on top. Look. Follower League. Join this. You're going to click that very first link, and it's going to take you into the league. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You got to click that, and it takes you into the league. If you have Underdog already downloaded, make sure you download Underdog. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. That way you're going to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. Make sure you do all of those things. And then, do all those things. And you'll be able to get in. We have 1 more spot. 1 more person. 1 more person. 1 more person. We need 1 more person to get this thing started. 1 more, and we can be starting this draft today. What's the best pick from the 111? Nico Collins. 1 more spot, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get 1 more person in this draft. It's the draft is full, ladies and gentlemen. The draft is full. We're going to be starting here shortly. The draft is full. Draft is full, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We are picking from pick. Another day at pick 112. That's 2 days in a row I'm picking at pick 12. Damn. 2 days in a row we're picking at pick 12. Pick 12. Pick 12. This is our 15th follower draft. 15th follower draft. Who do we got in here? We got Luke, Cool Cole, Caleb, MC Volt, Tony Monster, The Boy, Essen, J Money. God, if I see J Money in 1 more league. Mike Who, Douglas. I feel like I've seen Douglas in 19 leagues. Adia, and myself. These are everybody who's in the league. If you didn't get into today's league, drop a yes in the chat. If you didn't get into today's league, drop a yes in the chat. Echoing? Echoing? Shouldn't be echoing. Yes, yes, yes. Look at all these yeses that we dropped in the chat. Okay, so you guys didn't get into a league with me today. That is perfectly okay. Let me tell you how you're going to get into a league with me tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last day of the week where we're going to go live. Tomorrow's Thursday. We go live Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. In the meantime, before we go live at 5 p.m., download Underdog Fantasy. Download Underdog Fantasy. It's literally right here. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. That way you're going to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000 and a free pick. Make sure you do those things. Once you do that, come to the live stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. Be here. That's all you got to do. If you're here at 5 p.m., you're going to get into the league with me. It is that simple. That's it. It's that easy. That's all you need to do. That is it. That is all you need to do to get into a league with me. Please stop spamming Draft Kyle. Please don't spam. Please stop spamming that. Taking up the whole chat. But yeah, that's all you got to do. Download Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use code TCO. Go through all those steps. Do all that fumbo, mumbo, jumbo nonsense. Go through all that. And then show up tomorrow at 5 p.m. So 2 p.m. for California. Yeah, 2 p.m. for California. God, I can't talk. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Show up around that time, and we're going to be doing another draft. I'm not going to be doing another draft today, but we will be doing another draft tomorrow. So make sure you use code TCO. Head on over to Underdog. Download Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. If you're watching on TikTok and you want to watch the draft that we're currently doing from the pick 112, head on over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you follow, you will get a shout out. If you sub, I'll write your name on the board behind me. You get your name on the board, like Glizz Venom, Nate the Great, Z-Dal, Choppy Muffin, Jay Mooney, Hidness. All you guys are on the board. Get your name on the board if you sub. It's that simple. That's all you gotta do to get on the board is drop a sub over on Twitch. Mace of Bass, Space, thank you for following. Flex, thank you for following. Hoodoo, thank you for following. Nick, thank you for following. Tom Wop, thank you for following. We love the TCO Fantasy Show. The TCO Fantasy Show loves you. Schlagen, thank you for following. Who's better for fantasy, Nico or Neighbors? Oh, shit, I'm on the clock. Oh, shit, I wasn't paying attention. I haven't done this yet. Let's do something fun. Let's take Ashton Genty and Derrick Henry. Let's do a fun one. That should be fun. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it is a 3 wide receiver league, so that might turn around to bite me in the ass. But we're going to go Genty Henry because I haven't done that yet. Can't say I've done that in any league. Genty and Derrick Henry. I don't even think I've drafted Derrick Henry yet. I think it's the first time I've drafted Derrick Henry. Tico, can I join your draft? Not today. You can't join today's draft, but you can join the draft tomorrow. We're going live at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Just make sure you download Underdog Fantasy, get that part out of the way. Then you should be able to join the draft tomorrow. It's that simple. That simple. That's all you got to do. That is all you got to do. What's going on here? What am I doing here? How do I move this? I need to move this over this way? Okay. I'm trying to get this in the middle. But yeah, that's all. Join the download Underdog Fantasy, use code TCO, and show up to the live stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. And if you're not here at 5 p.m. tomorrow, show up at 5 p.m. the next day. Or not the next day, I'm sorry, Monday. What is fantasy? Oh boy. Someone want to answer that question? Is 2-1 too early to draft Chase Brown? It's a little early. Are you sure Sanders is hurt? Yep, I'm pretty sure Sanders is hurt. Yeah. About 99% sure Shedeur Sanders is hurt. Will Milroe overtake Darnold by the end of the year? I don't think so. Oh my God, I can't not talk. Cannot talk. Yeah, I do not think so. But if you're watching over on TikTok, which one of these is TikTok? Is this? This is TikTok. If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you follow, you will get a shout out. If you sub, I will write your name on the board behind me. And if you just want to go over there and watch, go over there and watch. I mean, why would you want to watch my face over here on TikTok when you can go over to Twitch and watch the actual draft? You know, we're showing the draft over there. You can watch the whole draft. We're picking from the 112. I don't know why it's not showing my team. Oh, there we go. Ashton Genty, Derrick Henry. It might be a pretty tough start. This team might suck. We're going to have to start finding some value in these other rounds. We're going to have to really find some value. We're going to have to try hard to find some value. You're the GOAT, Tico. Thank you. Is Rashee Rice a good wide receiver too? I don't think so. I'd rather have him as my wide receiver 3, especially with that looming suspension. Should I take a QB or wide receiver first? It depends on what type of league you're in. PPR, half PPR, standard. That's what it depends on. If you're in full PPR, it might make sense to take a wide receiver. It might also make sense to take a pass-catching running back, you know? A lot of different ways you can go there. Is Jalen Polk injury bad? Jalen Polk is bad is the issue. You know, Jalen Polk isn't good. Jalen Polk is not good. Who's better for fantasy, Nico or Neighbors? I already answered that question. Nico Collins, I think. In a 16-man league, is the 12th pick good? Well, at least you got the wraparound, kinda. Who won this trade? Kenneth Walker and Khalil Shakir for James Cook and Calvin Ridley. The James Cook and Calvin Ridley side. Not even a question. I made another edit of you and Kyron Lacey. I gotta go check it out. I haven't been looking at all my edits. I've been looking at stuff I've been tagged in lately. I've been busy. Very, very busy with the season rapidly approaching. Why am I not on the board? I don't know. Dragoon? Let me write you on the board. I had to rewrite the board. And so a lot of people who subbed aren't on the board, but we're going to get you back up there. Dragoon. Oh, I'm always on the clock, man. Always on the clock. Wow, this board sucks. Wow. Wow, this board really sucks. I'm going to take Tet McMillan. Damn, this board sucks. This board's stinky. This board's bad. Tet McMillan. Jeez. I'm going to take DK Metcalf. I've been liking DK Metcalf in the 4th. Damn, I hate this team so far. I've drafted an awful team. Tedero McMillan is my wide receiver 1. Jeez, in the 3rd round. What kind of dirty world are we living in here, man? Ugh. God. That's disgusting. This is a terrible team. Damn. Okay, well, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Just got to keep drafting. Keep drafting, hoping for it to get better. We're going to have to just keep hoping it gets better. Would you draft James Conner, TCO? James Conner's very good, has a very easy schedule to start the year, so don't mind that whatsoever. Is Achane and Taylor a good RB duo for a 16-man league? 100%, yeah. What's up, TCO? What's going on? I have Judkins in Dynasty. What are we doing with him? Hold. Hold the line. Hold the line. 3 RBs in a 3 wide receiver format. Yep, pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. That's pretty terrible. Yep, pretty awful. But I only have 2 RBs. I don't have 3 RBs. Maybe, are you talking about somebody else? Fast Track Betsy, thank you for following. Hello. Who you think got the best team, RN? I can't even look. I'm not even going to look. I don't like to look at anybody's team until the end because Underdog, every time I look at somebody's team, it just, once the next pick comes, it goes to the next thing. Oh, somebody subbed over on TikTok. Gargan Bagri. Thank you for following or subbing Gargan Bagri. I'll put your name on the board. Gagan. Bagri, I guess. Yeah, Bagri. Okay. Appreciate that. Appreciate the sub over on TikTok. Thank you for the sub. I got a question. Ask it. Ask it. If you sub, I mean, you sub, you get a priority. I subbed? I don't think so. If you subbed, you'd have the little thing next to your name that says subbed. I don't think you subbed. You have to sub. If you're subbed, it'll say a little thing next to your name. If I get Achane and Gibbs in my 10-man league, which wide receiver should I take in the 3rd? Achane and Gibbs in my 10-man league, which wide receiver should I take in the 3rd? Lab McConkey. Lab McConkey's cool. Marvin Harrison Jr., Garrett Wilson, JSN. A lot of cool guys there. Do you grade full teams? Yes, I do. I've been grading these teams at the end of every draft. Love from Finland. That's pretty sick. Love from Finland. Appreciate that. That's pretty dope. We're going to be back up on the clock here in 8 picks. I just followed you. Thank you for the follow, Sports Edit. Yeah. Yeah. We're drafting. If you didn't get into today's league, drop a yes in the chat. Drop a yes in the chat. If you still haven't gotten into a league with me and want to get into a league with me, drop a yes in the chat. Drop a yes in the chat. We got 1 yes. I see 1 yes. I see you, SH. Big money, 3rd P10, man. I don't know what the hell you just asked. Yes, Unk. If you want to get into a league with me still, we are going to be going live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. So show up to the live stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. And yeah, be here at 5 p.m. Make sure you have Underdog Fantasy already downloaded. Make sure you use code TCO when you download Underdog Fantasy. And get all that stuff out of the way. Do all that, and you will be able to get into a league with me. Yep. You'll be able to get into a league with me. I sent you a message on TikTok. I will check it out after the stream. If you want, just ask it in the chat. I'll gladly answer any questions. Anybody got any questions, I'll gladly answer them. Oh, I'm on the clock. We need more wide receiver help. And that's exactly what we're going to get right now. We need more wide receiver help. And we need it bad. I'm going to do my thing. And that's taking Deebo Samuel. Followed by taking Emeka Egbuka. That is my thing. I do my thing. I have my thing. I do my thing. Deebo. Oh, wrong marker. Wrong marker. Debo? And Ibuka. Just got to keep drafting receivers. Keep drafting receivers. Just got to keep drafting receivers. That's it. What about JMO? I already took JMO. Oh, no, I didn't take JMO. I thought I did take JMO. I have Tet McMillan, DK Metcalf, Debo Samuel, Mecca Ibuka. Was JMO even on the board? JMO wasn't on the board. JMO was not on the board. I would have snagged him up if he was. And Ibuka to the moon. Yeah, we love Ibuka, man. Love Mr. Ibuka. How many years do you think Brock Purdy has till he retires? Also, George Kittle? I'd say there's quite a long time for both of them. I'd say you got a long time, especially for Brock Purdy. Sir Jacobs or Taylor? I'm taking Jonathan Taylor over Josh Jacobs. Rank these running backs. Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Bucky Irving, JT. Bucky, Chase Brown, JT, Josh Jacobs. Maybe switch JT and Josh Jacobs. I know I just said that before, that it was the other way, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. I took Genty over Justin Jefferson. Is that bad? I would call that bad. Yep, I would call that bad. Can I get in the draft? Today's draft is full, so you can't get into today's draft. But if you want to get into the draft tomorrow, you head on over to Twitch at No, that's not what you're supposed to do. I'm sorry. I take that back. You want to get into the draft tomorrow, go over to Underdog Fantasy, which is right here. Go over to Underdog Fantasy. Download the app. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. That way you're going to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. Get that all set up. And then tomorrow, we'll be doing another draft, and you can get into that one. So show up tomorrow. In the meantime, you can head on over to Twitch at Tico Fantasy Show. If you head on over there and you follow, you will get a shout-out. If you sub, I will write your name on the board like Glizz Venom, Nate the Great, Zedal, Choppy Muffin, Jay Mooney, Hidness, Dragoon, and Gagam Bagri. So head on over there to Twitch, drop a sub. Appreciate the support. If you do drop a sub, means the world. Big subs. I love a sub. Subs makes me happy, you know. Subs keep the world moving. They keep the world going round. You know, appreciate it when you do that. But yeah, we're coming up on our next pick here in 7 picks, round 7 and 8. We got 4 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Our team is looking a little stinky right now, but we're going to keep drafting. When am I doing my last draft? Probably, I don't know, probably the week of the season. Probably that week. Probably September 3rd. Probably September 3rd will be the last draft I do. September 3rd, the day before the season starts. Lil Cali, thank you for following. What do I think about Trey McBride? I'm not drafting Trey McBride. I prefer the tight ends later in drafts. Is Marvin Harrison Jr. at the 410 a good pick? Great pick. How many teams are in the league? This is a 12-team league. It's pretty standard, 12 teams. Pretty standard, I'd say. Say most leagues are 12 teams. Garrett Wilson. We love Garrett Wilson. Back-to-back days of missing the fantasy draft. Don't worry, Pops. Show back up tomorrow. 5 p.m. Show up tomorrow. You got to be here at 5 p.m. The draft fills up quick. Got to be here at 5 p.m. Make sure you got Underdog Fantasy already downloaded. That way you could just join up tomorrow. Just hit the link. Is 4-1 Kamara early? I wouldn't say it's too early. I think Alvin Kamara, I have Alvin Kamara very high in my running back rankings, so I don't think it's early at all. I think Alvin Kamara could have a big season. Another big year. There's nobody else in the Saints offense that can have a big year. You know, the Saints offense freaking sucks. Chris Olave, Tyler Shuck. I don't want any of those guys. About to be back up on the clock here at the 7:12. See what we're going to do here. Let's see what we're going to do here. We need another receiver. I'm not liking any of these names. At receiver. Patrick Mahomes is cool, but I don't think he's as good as, some of the other guys we can get later. Let's take Jawan Jennings. That's a little questionable. Let's take Jawan Jennings, and then let's follow that up with a running back. Damn, I would have rather have gone Aaron Jones and Joe Mixon. That would have been more fun, or Joe Mixon and something else. Should have done that instead. Damn. I shouldn't have taken Jawan Jennings. That was a bad pick. Let's take Joe Mixon here. I feel like I don't have much Mixon exposure. Let's take Joe Mixon. We grab Jawan Jennings and Joe Mixon. Jawan Jennings and Joe Mixon. Who should I draft from the Who should I draft from the 7th pick in a 10-man league? If you can, I'd say CMC if he falls. I'd say one of the other running backs who fall, Saquon, Jameer, Bijan. You don't want to go that direction. I think you can. Damn, you got to go receiver at that point if you're not going to go that direction. Nico Collins, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson if he falls. Who else is up there? Malik Neighbors, BTJ. Do I think this is worth drafting in fantasy? Do I think who's this? Do I think this is worth drafting in fantasy this year? What does that even make sense? That doesn't make any sense. Achane or CMC? That's been a question I've been asking myself all off season. I would say CMC, definitely CMC. Tua. What was the question again? Do I think Tua is worth drafting in fantasy this year? Probably not. Probably not a great move unless you're in like a best ball draft and you're grabbing him as your QB2. Tyler, is James Conner a good draft pick for the 7th? 100%. Great pick. I draft Nico and CMC, 10-man league, have 10th pick, then get Burrow and who else in the 4th? I'd probably target another running back in the 4th, maybe Alvin Kamara, Kenneth Walker, Chuba Hubbard, one of those guys in the 4th. If they're not available, I'd go receiver. DK Metcalf, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., all those guys. Hey, Taco, is Gibbs at the 101 good? I'd rather have Jamar Chase at the 101. I think Jamar Chase is the correct pick at 101. I think if you're not taking Jamar Chase at 101, you're making a silly, silly mistake. If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you follow, you will get a shout out. If you sub, I will write your name on the board. We got free. You got that free Twitch sub. Come drop it on the TCO Fantasy Show. And we're showing the draft over there. We got the draft going live over there. You can see every pick we're making. You can see the ADP, the board. You can see everything. So head on over there to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Make sure you follow and drop a sub, please. I appreciate the support. It means a lot. Sir Paid, thank you for the follow. Who should I take for 2nd pick for a 10-man? Bijan. Do I take Nico Collins at the 110 or Achane? Nico. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's pretty cool. I like Calvin Ridley. I don't know what you're asking about him, but Calvin Ridley's cool. We all like Calvin Ridley. What's good? What is good? If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you didn't get into a league with me today, don't worry. You can get into a league with me tomorrow. Just make sure you download Underdog Fantasy. Download Underdog Fantasy. Who wins the NFC North? The Vikings. The Vikings. Tet or Cortland Sutton? I'm taking Tet McMillan over Cortland Sutton every day of the week. Does Puka's stock drop with Stafford out? I think he does. Best picks? I don't even know what that means. Oh, you said AFC South? AFC South or NFC South? NFC South, Bucks. AFC South, Texans. Best picks for PPR? I mean, there's a bunch of good guys you could pick for PPR. That's a pretty crazy question. Why Nico over Achane, and who would I get at the turn? It's a 12-man. I would try to get, if you don't want to take Nico over Achane, I just think Nico has a really good shot at finishing as the wide receiver 1. If you don't want to take Nico over Achane, I think it'd be better, I really like, in this draft here, I was at the 112 and I took Genty Henry. Wait a minute, I'm on the board. Give me a second. Let me figure this out real quick. We need another receiver. Jaden Reed is still on the board. Rashid Shaheed, Rashad Bateman. Okay, we're going to take Jaden Reed. I think Jaden Reed can give us a big week. We need someone like that can give us a big week. Are there any good running backs still available? J.K. Dobbins is cool, but I'm not going to really go that way. Any good tight ends? I think I'm going to, forfeit the tight end position in this draft. I think I'm going to take Justin Fields just because he has that high rushing upside. We're going to take him as our quarterback. I haven't drafted him in any league yet, so we'll draft him. That gives us, who did we just draft? Jaden Reed and Fields. 2 guys I don't think I've drafted in any league yet. So Reed and Fields. Get both of them on the board. Very nice. What was that question? Do I think Tyler Warren is a good sleeper this year? Yeah, I think Tyler Warren is a great pick. I think he's a, lock and loaded play at tight end. I think that's a great, awesome pick. It just depends on how, early you got to draft him. Nico CMC, Chase Brown, 10th pick. Who do I get? 4.1? I'm taking CMC at the 10th pick over Nico and Chase Brown. And then at the 401, Garrett or Burrow. It depends on how you want to go. It depends on if you want an elite QB or if you want to wait. I personally think it's a better decision to wait, but I would probably take Garrett there if it's me. But it all depends on how you want to build your team. Should I take T-Mac in the 4th to be safe or wait till the 5th in a 10-man league? I think you could wait till the 5th and still get T-Mac. You might not, You might not. And if you think it's going to be, you're going to look back at it. Here's always the thing. If you think you're going to look back at it in 2 months now when it's week 9 and you think T-Mac is going to be a top 10 wide receiver, and you think you're going to look back at it and be like, damn it, I wish I drafted T-Mac, take him in the 4th. Take him in the 4th. Don't do that to yourself. Take him in the 4th. Take him in the 4th. Make the move. Just do it. Now, if you don't feel like you're going to feel like that and you're okay with feeling like that if that does happen, don't. Wait till the 5th. Take the chance. But if you want your guys, get your guy. If there's guys you want, go out and get them. Pay the extra round. If you really are that convinced on somebody that they're going to be good, pay the price, go up and get them. Get your guys. Marv or DK at the 410? Marv. T-Mac is my guy. Then go grab him. Marv or DK? Marv. I already answered that. Best draft position, PPR. The best draft position in a full PPR league is number 1. Number one. Not even a question. Number 1 is the best spot. You leave with Jamar Chase, and then in the 3rd or 4th round, depending on what type of league you're in, you got to really feel out your league mates. But depending on what type of league you're in, you draft Joe Burrow. If you leave your league with the Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow stack, and then you grab a running back in the 2nd round or the 2nd and the 3rd round, and you get Joe Burrow in the 4th, you grab those running backs and you do that, I think you 100% have the best team in fantasy. I don't even think it's a question. Yeah, see, if you're able to start off your league and go Jamar Chase, Bucky Irving, Joe Burrow, you're leaving with the best big 3. You couldn't have made a better 3 picks in that span. So that's the best place to draft from is number 1. Now, if you're not drafting in number 1, the next best place to draft from is probably 11 and 12. I think 11 and 12 is the next best place. Don't do what I did. Don't be the idiot who takes Ashton Genty and Derrick Henry. It doesn't look good. It doesn't work out. I'm chasing the wide receiver position at this point, and that is not the right move. Not the right move. Do not do this. Instead, take 2 wide receivers if you're in the 11-12 spot. I feel like that's the move. Nico Collins, BTJ. Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors. BTJ, Malik Neighbors. Puka, Amon-Ra. Grab 2 receivers at the back of the 1st round, and then go back in the 3rd and the 4th and grab 2 running backs. Go grab Kenneth Walker and James Cook. Go grab Kyron Williams and Alvin Kamara. Go grab Amari and Hampton and Chuba Hubbard. Go grab 2 running backs in the 3rd, 4th if you're at 11-12. Then, when you come into the 5th, 6th, just take best available. For the rest of the draft, just go best available. That's what you do. TCO, that's me. What do I think about A.J. Brown? I think his hamstring hurts. It scares me. I think his hamstring is having problems. It scares me. Scares me. I like your draft. I don't. Do you mind a Brown Chase stack? I hate it. I do not like it. You limit your upside. It is not a good move. Do not go and draft Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, and Joe Burrow. Don't do that. Don't fully commit to the Bengals team. It is not, I don't think it's a good enough team to do that. Don't do that. I do not think that is a good idea. Do not do that. And that goes for like every team. Don't do that. Don't go and draft Nico Collins and Joe Mixon. Don't go and draft JSN and Kenneth Walker. Don't go and draft, I'm trying to think about what running backs are going high. Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon-Ra. I mean, you're not getting Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon-Ra. That's not happening. But you know what I mean. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good move. Javonte Williams is on the board. He's currently the RB1 for the Cowboys. I'm going to draft him. And then I'm going to go back to, I need to start drafting some tight ends. Kyle Pitts. Give me Kyle Pitts. Not even a question. Instant pick. Not even a question. Give me Javonte Williams and Kyle Pitts here. Perfect. I like it. Perfect. We need to go back to the wide receiver position. That is what we need to do. Oh, actually, we probably should go back to the quarterback position. We only have Justin Fields. I don't know. We got 20 picks. We're going to have to wait a while, see what's available. What are my thoughts on Jake Ferguson? I think he's a good tight end, good late-round tight end, good pick. Ladd or A.J. Brown? I think I'm still taking Ladd McConkey over A.J. Brown. Oh, wait, that's a crazy thing that I just said. I can't believe I just said that, actually. I just said Ladd McConkey over A.J. Brown. I didn't even realize I said that. Damn, that's pretty crazy. That's a hot take. Hampton or Marv at the 410? Hampton. What would you do at the 9 spot? I don't know. Depends on who falls. Depends if one of them big running back guys fall. You know, if I don't think they're falling that far. I don't think Jameer, Bijan, CMC, Saquon, I don't think any of those guys is falling there. So at that point, you're risking the biscuit for Ashton Genty, and I don't know if you want to do that or not. I don't know if that's the answer to your question. But Derrick Henry's cool. Derrick Henry's not getting enough hype, that's for sure. If you're getting Derrick Henry in the late second round where he's currently going in his ADP, I mean, you're stealing him off the board. Derrick Henry's a great pick right now in fantasy football. Is Bijan over Chase 101 crazy? It's not crazy. I just don't recommend it. I'd rather have Jamar Chase than Bijan. Can I join the next draft? Yeah, we're going to be doing another draft tomorrow at 5 p.m. If you want to join, make sure you download Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. That way you're going to get your first deposit match up to $1,000. And yeah, just join the live stream at 5 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be going live, and that's all you got to do. My dream is Bijan and Achane. Yeah, that's just a dream. You're not getting that. Travis Kelce or Evan Ingram? Travis Kelce. Nico or Amon-Ra? Nico. What would you trade Nico for Puka? No, I'd rather have Nico Collins than Puka. Hampton or Alvin? Hampton. What do I think about having Bijan in London? I think no. I think I do not want to do that. I think you're limiting your upside. I think that's a bad decision taking Bijan in London. The Falcons' offense does not profile to be a very good offense. It could be a decent offense, a good offense. It doesn't profile to be a great offense. I don't think that's a good idea. 7 picks away. Jefferson or CD? CD. Would you want Bowers or Kittle? Bowers. It's not even a question. I mean, but the problem with Bowers is that you have to draft him so much higher. Irving or Jacobs? Irving. Bucky. Bucky all day. I love Bucky. I think Bucky's a top 5 running back this year. Traded Cook and Pickens for Genty and Smitty. Okay, cool. Nice. You took Bowers in the 3rd? God, if I got Bowers in the 3rd, I would start shitting bricks. What do you think about Puka's situation? I think Puka's very good. I love Puka. Puka's awesome. Bucky or JT? Bucky. Thoughts on Damian Martinez? I mean, I don't really have thoughts on Damian Martinez. He was cool at UM. I mean, that's all I got. What round would you draft QB? I've been drafting QB late. Like round 10, 11, 12. The Justin Herberts, Dak Prescott's, Justin Fields. Who else you got going back there? That I like? I did like Jordan Love before he needed surgery on his thumb. So I like those quarterbacks at the back. I think you're getting value back there. Kyler Murray is cool, decent. I don't like Patrick Mahomes at his ADP. You can take a high quarterback. I don't mind it. It just fucks you up later in the draft. What do we do? Well, I see Quinshon Judkins. I'm going to draft Quinshon Judkins. I need to draft Quinshon Judkins. He needs to be on the team. I need another quarterback that's going to provide me some safety. I guess that's Bryce Young. So we're going to take Young and Judkins here. Yeah, my team's going to suck. This is one of the worst teams I've drafted so far. Tyler, what's the best defense to take? Here's what you do, ladies and gentlemen. Let me let you... Ow, I just scratched the shit out of my finger. Let me let you in on the secret for defenses this year. Here's what you do. If you're in a league with a defense, in the last 2 rounds, you're going to draft 2 defenses, okay? You're going to draft 2. First of all, you're going to draft the Niners. You're going to take the Niners defense first, okay? In the second to last round, you're going to take the Niners defense. Then, you're going to draft the Cardinals defense in the last round. Now, let me tell you why before you start pissing and shitting all over the place. Wait a minute, let me tell you why. Week 1, you're going to start the Cardinals defense because the Cardinals defense plays the Saints. Week 2, the Niners defense plays the Saints. Week 3, you know what you're going to do week 3? Well, actually, you're going to do it in week 2. You're going to do it before week 2. You're going to do it before week 3. You're going to try to get the Seahawks defense because in week 3, the Saints play the Seahawks. We're going to target whatever team is playing the Saints. That is what our goal is this season. We're going to target whatever team is playing the Saints. The Saints are going to suck. It doesn't matter if it's Tyler Shuck. It doesn't matter if it's Spencer Rattler. It doesn't matter if it's Jake Haener. It doesn't matter if they go out on waivers and pick up Ryan Tannehill. The Saints are going to suck. So we're going to exploit it. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take the Niners defense first, take the Cardinals defense second. Nobody's drafting the Cardinals defense. Nobody gives a shit about the Cardinals defense. Go grab them in the last round. That's what you do. You're welcome. Thank me later. Thank me later. That's the strategy for defenses. And then after that, once you get into week, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can't target the Saints defense, hopefully by then we'll start to know what teams are actually bad and what teams are actually good. And then we're just going to keep going back to waivers and streaming a defense every week. That's what we do. There's no such thing as, I'm not going to sit here and grab the Broncos defense. I'm not going to take the Broncos defense around early so I can have the best defense. I'm not going to sit here and take the Eagles defense. I'm not going to take the Ravens defense. I'm not going to do all that bullshit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stream a defense every week. That's how you get a win. That's how you win your league. You stream a defense every single week. I've done it every single year I played fantasy football, and that is what works. That is what you need to do. Stream a defense. I used to draft Cowboys defense a lot. That used to be my favorite defensive draft because one week they would put up a lot of points, the next week they wouldn't. That's what we're going to do. Also, you can also target teams who are playing the Giants, teams who are going to be playing the, who else is going to suck? The Titans. They're not going to suck. The Titans aren't going to suck, but Cam Ward's going to throw interceptions, and we're going to target that. The Browns. We're going to target everybody who's playing these teams. First of all, we're going to target who's playing the Saints. And that's what you're doing at the back of your drafts. You're targeting the Niners defense and the Cardinals defense. That way you're able to target the Saints. Yeah. And then try to get the Seahawks defense in week 2. That's the other goal. Try to get the Seahawks defense. Just keep targeting the Saints every week. Even if you got to pick up the defense a week early. Let's say you got to pick up the defense a week early. I don't give a crap. Pick them up. Pick them up 2 weeks early if you have to because the Saints are going to suck. Saints are going to be terrible. I think the Saints can go 0-17. Saints are going to have one of the craziest point differentials we've ever seen. That team is going to be so bad. Carry 2 defenses. It's not a bad thing. Don't be scared. It's perfectly okay to carry 2 defenses. Perfectly okay thing. People do it all the time. Not a problem. Just do it. Is Baker at the 6'10" a good pick? I don't think so. I'm not taking any of those mid-tier quarterbacks. I don't think they're good picks. I think they're bad picks. The Mike McDonald defense is going to make the whole NFC West look like a joke. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. But I also think even if you do that strategy and you hold on to the Niners defense and you hold on to the Seahawks defense, even if you hold on to the Cardinals defense, Jonathan Gannon is a great coach. They added not Hassan Reddick. They added Josh Sweat. There's some good guys there. It's not bad. It's not terrible. I think you can 100% get away with that. 100% I think you can get away with that. We just took Stafford and Cade Otton just to, really try to fix out our positions there. Stafford. And Otton. If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you follow, you will get a shout out. If you sub. I will write your name on the board behind me. We appreciate all subs. Appreciate them so much. Hey, Tico, what's going on? Con Man, thank you for following. At the 109, would you get 2 wide receivers or wide receiver running back? Depends on what running backs are available. Depends on what receivers are available. You know, if I can take Nico Collins and Derrick Henry, I would totally be open up to doing that. I would totally be open to taking Nico Collins and Derrick Henry. That could be a great start. But I also like going, you know, wide receiver in the first second when I'm at the back of the... Oh, 12NC! 12NC is back. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, 12NC. I had to erase your name because I couldn't find... I erased everything on the board, and I couldn't find the last people who subbed. So thank you, 12NC. Get your name back on the board. Pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that a lot. Appreciate that. See? If you sub, I get hyped. I get so happy. It makes me happy. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for the sub, 12NC. W-Mans. W-Mans. Whoa! 12NC. 5 community subs. Oh, my God. W12NC. Oh, my God. Clap it up. Shout out. You know, W's in the chat for 12NC, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. 12NC, you're the man. 12NC going crazy. Crazy 12NC. You're the GOAT, 12NC. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Real shit. Where do you get all this information? From the people. Caden Beast Mode. Thank you for the follow. 12NC. Thank you, my heart. That's sick. Thanks, 12NC. That's dope. Appreciate that. See? You know, people who sub, you know, that's what keeps the show going. That's what keeps the TCO Fantasy Show alive. That's what keeps everything moving. You know, we appreciate the subs. We love the subs. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world. Really does. You know? It's pretty awesome. Bucks record prediction, ceiling, and floor. But is Gibbs at 3 good in a 10-man? I think so. I'm willing to take it. Like, I think how your draft is supposed to go is Jamar Chase, Bijan, Jameer. That's how I think most 99% of drafts, I think that's how they should go. That's how they should go. Alcom, thank you for the sub. Oh, my gosh. Gosh galosh. We're getting subs left and right now. Oh, my God. Alcom, thank you for the sub. Or Alchum, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. A really great sub day. Oh, my God. Thank you guys so much for the subs. Then my next 2 would be Kyron Allen. If you can get Kyron and Allen is the question, you know. I guess you have to go Allen Kyron, I would assume is what you're planning on doing. That's difficult. It's definitely difficult to get those 3 guys. But if you can, that's a great team. Jameer Gibbs, Kyron Allen, and Josh Allen. I mean, Kyron Williams, my bad. That's a great team. That's a good squad. Good setup. Very good setup. I like that, 12NC. Good stuff. Alcom, once again, thank you for the sub, Alcom. Big W's in the chat for Alcom. But I need wide receivers then. Yeah, well, after... One of my favorite starts to fantasy football drafts this year is, you know, 2 running backs and a quarterback. You could do that. Grab one of those elite quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, and then for the next 5 rounds, just start shooting at wide receiver. Just start taking as many wide receivers as you can, you know. 4th round, grab a wide receiver. 5th round, grab a wide receiver. Go DK Metcalf. Go Devonta Smith. Go, I don't know, Deebo Samuel. Go Roma Dunze. Just keep drafting wide receivers. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's what I would do. Ferguson or Ingram? Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, for sure. Evan Ingram. 6MCCO Vault something. Thank you for following. Tissy, thank you for following. If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Follow. Get a shout out. Sub. Get your name on the board. Like 12NC dropping 6 subs. Oh my God. Appreciate that so much. That's just so W. And Alcom, who also subbed today. Appreciate both of y'all. Who else subbed today? Somebody else subbed today. Gagam Bogri, thank you for subbing. Hidness subbed today. Appreciate all you guys for the subs. Awesome day so far. You guys are really doing some awesome stuff. Hype Train level 3. I don't even know what that means. How do I join the league? Well, oh, did I just get auto-picked? Shit, I just got auto-picked. Oh, crap. Dang it. Okay, well, that sucks. Let me take another receiver. Let's take Isaac Tesla. That sucks. I just got auto-picked Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely and Isaac Tesla. Not terrible. Oh my god, those were my last 2 picks. Yeah, I don't like this team. I don't think I can win with this team. This team's pretty bad. I'm not a fan. Likely is going to be tight end 1, no worries. Yeah, I think in the back of your drafts, I think what's his face? Isaiah Likely is a great pick. But we finish out with the team. Oh, how do I join the league? Okay, well, you can't join today's league. We're already done with today's draft, so you can't join today's league. But if you want to get into a league with me tomorrow, we are going to be going live at 5 p.m. tomorrow over on Twitch, or not Twitch, TikTok, everything. We're going to be live, same place. So just make sure you have Underdog Fantasy downloaded. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. And that's all you got to do. Once you do those 2 things, you'll be able to join the draft with me tomorrow at 5 p.m. So that's it. Do those things, and we'll do another draft tomorrow at 5 p.m. If you were in this draft, let me know if you want me to rate your team. Drop something in the chat. Let me know if you want me to rate your team. Let me know if you want me to rate your team. Drop your team name in the chat. Douglas. I've rated Douglas, so many of Douglas's teams. Cool Cole? Is that a team? Yep, Cool Cole. We're going to do Douglas, Cool Cole, Luke. Douglas, Cool Cole, Luke. So we got Douglas, Cole, Luke. Who else do we need to, who else's team do we need to look at? Rate me, Essen Dov. Essendov, MC Volt. Was there another team that I missed? Adi, was that a team? Yep, that was a team. Adi Yangha. Is that everybody? Anybody else want their team rated? Who else was in the draft that wants their team rated? Let me know, or forever hold your peace. I got Doug, Cole, Luke, Essen, Mick, something. An Audi something. Let me drop your team name in the chat if you want me to look at your team. Go to the draft. Oh, completed. If you want me to look at your team, let me know, and I will look at your team. Let's see. Rate my team. I got MC. Tony Monster. Tony. Milk Who? Is that it? Was that one of the teams? Milk Who? Milk Who? Yep. Or Mike Who, my bad. Okay, and I think that's everybody, right? That's everybody who wants to get their team rated. Okay, let's start off with Doug. Let's look at Doug's team. Douglas, Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, Tua. I think we're lacking a little upside there, but still, that's a very good QB room. It was much better than mine. I like it. Good QB room. I'd give that a B. Running back room, we got Kyron, B-Rob, Jalen Warren, J.K. Dobbins, Rashad White. I think Kyron Williams is awesome. I think your RB2 is going to be a little questionable every single week. So I'm not crazy about that. I'm going to give that a B-. Let's see what we did at receiver. Oh, boy. Malik Neighbors, BTJ, Xavier Worthy, Smitty, Addison, Lockett, Deontay Johnson. I love this. This is an A. This is a great wide receiver room. Good job. And then finally, tight end, George Kittle, Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry. That's a B+. You get a B-, a B. No, you got a B, a B-, an A, and a B+. I think that comes out to about a B+. I'd give this team a B+, Doug. This team gets a B+. We're going to write them on the board. B+ for Doug. Let's see what Cole's going to get. What are we going to give Cole? Cool Cole. I'm going to give my team a C. My team was ugly. My team was bad. I did not like my team. Joe Burrow and Geno Smith. Joe Burrow can have a humongous week, and Geno Smith gives you a nice, safe floor. I don't like that we don't have a third quarterback, but that's okay. That's a B+. Running back. Bijan, David Montgomery, Cam Scatterbo, Jordan James, Raheem Mostert. I love Bijan. I don't like the rest of the guys. So that's a flat B, I would say. Wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, Jalen Royals, Jack Betch, Ricky White. This wide receiver room sucks, Cool Cole. This wide receiver room is awful. And then you take Kelsey, Andrews, Theo Johnson. God, it's like you made a joke of this team. This team gets a C. I don't think your team can win, Cool Cole. I love you, Cole. I think you're a great guy. But this team sucks. This wide receiver room is god-awful. God-awful. Terrible. Awful. God-awful. Wow, this is, like, really bad. This team is a C. I might need to even give it a D. This team is really bad, Cole. I'm going to give you a C-. That was a really bad team. Sorry, Cole. Terrible. Who's next? Luke. Look at Luke's team. Luke. Let's see what Luke's got. Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson, Shador. There's no reason to draft Shador Sanders. He will not provide any fantasy value for you. But Josh Allen and Anthony Richardson is cool. You can have an A. Running back. JT, Alvin Kamara, Jordan Mason, Tyjae Spears, Jadon Blue, Tyler Algier. I like that we have 2 running backs who can start. I like that we have these other guys behind him who could possibly filter in if you have a running back injury. That might be a problem, but this isn't bad. That's a B+, A. It's right around A-, right around there. Wide receiver, Jamar Chase, DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle, Keon Coleman, Brandon Ayuk, Pat Bryant, A.D. Mitchell. I love this. This is an A. This is going to be an A team. Tucker Crafton, Dallas Goedert. Yep, Luke gets an A. Luke gets an A. I like this team, Luke. It's a good team. Essen. Let's see what you got. Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud. That is a definition of a B QB room. It lacks a little bit of upside, but you have a plenty of safe floor. I like it. It's not terrible. Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift, Tyrone Tracy, Jerome Ford, Nick Chubb, Woody Marks, Will Shipley. I hate your running back room. This is going to get a big fat D because I think Breece Hall could be one of the worst picks in fantasy football this year. I'm not a fan of Breece Hall. DeAndre Swift could be sharing a backfield. Tyrone Tracy is sharing a backfield. Jerome Ford could be a starter for a couple weeks, but I don't know what's going on there. Nick Chubb is old. Woody Marks is cool. I hate this RB room. Hate. Wide receiver, though. Nico Collins, JSN, George Pickens, Matthew Golden, Christian Kirk, Jalen Cocker. Cocker. I never know how people want to say it. I love Nico, love GSN, like GP. I don't like anybody else. It's a B+. And then Brock Bowers and Tyler Warren, that's an A. So we got a B, we got a D, we got a B+, and we got an A. I don't think you can win the league with this team, but I'm going to give you, because I like the other 3 positions, I just don't like your running backs. Your running backs suck. But they're not as bad as Cole's. So I'm going to give you a B-. Let's go to Mick something. Micko Vault? Mco Vault? I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Dak and Drake May. Some upside with Drake May. I'll say floor with Dak. That's not terrible. That gets a B. Bucky Irving, Amarian Hampton, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Etienne, Dylan Sampson, Najee Harris. I love this backfield. I love that we got Amarian Hampton and Najee. I love Bucky Irving. I like Isaiah Pacheco. Travis Etienne can be useful. Dylan Sampson can be useful. I like that. I'm going to give that an A. I think that's a pretty good room there. We got CD, Mike Evans, J-Mo, Kyle Williams, Wandale, Adam Thielen, Michael Wilson, Jalen Noel. I think we're, got a lot of scraps here at the bottom of our wide receiver position, but I do like CD. I'm not in love with Mike Evans. He's getting a little old. I love J-Mo, so I'm going to give this a B. And then at tight end, we got Colston Loveland and Brenton Strange. I don't love that. That's going to be a C for me. That's going to be a C. I don't know if we have enough value. Actually, I'll give that a B. I like Colston Loveland. Brenton Strange is I changed my mind there. I'm going to give that a B. I gave that a B. I gave this an A. I gave that a B. This is a B team. This is a flat B team. There's a chance you can win with that team. Addy, let's see what Addy Yangua. Let's see what you got. Bo Nix, Cameron Ward, Russell Wilson. That is ugly, but it's going to work. That's ugly, a very ugly QB room. terrible to have to look at, but that's going to work. That'll be fine. That's a B. James Cook, Kenneth Walker, Keaton Mitchell, Roshan Johnson. I love James Cook and Kenneth Walker. I just wish I saw you, take some better running backs here. You really just said, fuck the wide receiver position. I mean, not the running back position. I'm not going to draft any. I'm going to give you a C+ for that just because I'm not going to give you a C+. I'm going to give you a flat B. I'm going to give you a B- because I love these two. I love this. A great start. I just think you have nothing else after that, and if one of them goes down, you're screwed. Puka, Monra, Rashid, Diggs, Godwin, Mooney, Mims, Palmer, McMillan, Austin. God, we got a lot of receivers here. I love that we got Puka. I love that we have a Monra. Rashid should be fun. Stephon Diggs is cool. Chris Godwin might be cool. Darnell Mooney could be cool eventually. Marvin Mims is I. Joshua Palmer might have a big week. Jim McMillan might have a big week. Calvin Austin might have a big week. I love this wide receiver room. Give it an A. And one tight end. You can't draft one of any position. Especially tight end with TJ Hawkinson. He is injury prone. That right there, this could have been a team. No, it couldn't have been an A team, but it could have been a B+. Now it's gonna be a B-. Tony, let's see what Tony's got. Tony Monster. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, a little bit of upside there, and a little bit of a safe floor, so I don't mind that. That's not terrible. Oh, gotta fix the TikTok. Wait. Drag a puzzle piece. Bang. Okay. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, that's cool. And then you got Saquon, Chuba, Tony, Ray, Braylon, Miles. I love this RB room. Good. This is I gave this a B+. I call that a B+. AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, Zay Flowers, Khalil Shakir, Michael Pittman, Rashid Shaheed, Xavier Legette. That's a B+. And then your tight end, Trey McBride, Zach Ertz. Tony, good job. Tony, I like the team. I don't know if it's quite an A team. I'm going to give you a B+. I think it's a really good team that has a chance to win. I like that team a lot, Tony. And finally, we got Mike. Let's see what Mike's got. Lamar, Penix, Dart. I don't think Dart has any fantasy value, but I do like Lamar and Penix. I think that provides a safe floor, good upside, so I like that. Running back, Achane, Henderson, Jones, Ramondre, Eckler. Love this. I love that we grabbed the whole Patriots backfield. I like that we got Aaron Jones. I like that we got Austin Eckler. This is good. Lamar and Penix is pretty good, too. I might have to give that an A. I'm going to give this an A just because you got Lamar. You got to give it an A. This RB room gets a B+. Drake London, Travis Hunter, Ricky Pearsall, Josh Downs, Rashad Bateman, Keenan Allen. Okay, this is a little bit less lovey. I give this a B-. I'm not loving this wide receiver room, but I do like that we have the stack here, the Michael Penix, Drake London stack. That's cool. And then David Njoku, Mason Taylor, Jatavion Sanders. That's a great tight end room. That's a great job. B- plus a B+ plus an A. This is a B+ team, Mike. Good job. You drafted a good team, Mike. That's a good team. B+. Okay, best team I liked was Luke's. Luke is the winner. Luke is my projected winner in this league. I think Luke had the best team. That was my favorite team. J Money, I'll rate your team. I'm sorry. I forgot I left J Money out. Let's look at what J Money's got. Kyler, Sam Darnold. I don't really like Kyler, and I really don't like Sam Darnold. You have a safe, I guess you have a floor there. You got some type of floor. My team too, Quan Boy, are you on here? The boy, I see you. Okay, yeah. Kyler, Sam Darnold, I don't love that. It's a B- in my opinion. CMC, Chase Brown, RJ Harvey, Zach Charbonnet, Trey Benson. I love this RB room. This is an A. Marvin Harrison, Cortland Sutton, Calvin Ridley, Roma Dunze, Trey Harris, Cedric Tillman. This is a B+. I like this wide receiver room. Dalton Kincaid, Chikakonkwo, Elijah Arroyo. I don't love this. This is a B-. B- plus a B- plus 2 B+. You get a flat B, Mr. J Money. Flat B for J Money. What was my grade? I'm Caleb. I didn't look at your team, Caleb. Damn, I'm looking at everybody's team. Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. High upside, high floor. Love it. That's an A. Jahmyr Gibbs, Caleb Johnson, Tank Bigsby, Isaac Guerrero, Jalen Wright. You really don't have a real RB2. You're looking for an RB2. Jahmyr Gibbs is cool. This is a B-. I don't love what we got going on down here. I hate Jalen Wright. He's terrible. I hate Jalen Wright. Take Ollie Gordon over Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright's not going to make our team. Lab McConkey, Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, Cooper Kupp, Luther Burden, Romeo Dubs, Hollywood Brown, Demario Douglas, Ray McLeod. You should be able to find 3 wide receivers in there that are good. This is a B+. And then Evan Ingram and Mike Gesicki. That's a flat B. So B plus B plus B minus plus A is like a B. It's a flat B, Caleb. That's a flat B. That's a flat B. And then we have the last team we're going to be rating is the boy. Jaden Daniels, Justin Herbert, T-Law, J.J. McCarthy. Don't draft 4 quarterbacks. I barely draft 3. I mean, don't draft 4 quarterbacks. That is a stupid move. Do not draft 4 quarterbacks. Are they good? Yeah, but don't draft 4. I'm going to give you an A just because you drafted, especially when you draft Jaden Daniels. Shit. You don't need to do that. You don't need to draft 4 quarterbacks. It's a lot. You don't need to do all that. But still, it's not bad. Josh Jacobs, James Conner, Rico Dowdle, Bashal Tootin. I like Josh Jacobs and James Conner. You don't have any other depth other than that, so that's a B. Jay Jettas, T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, Chris Olave, Jaden Higgins, Quentin Johnston, DeAndre Hopkins. I like your wide receiver room. It's a B. I mean, and then Sam Laporta, Jake Ferguson. I don't know how. Somehow you made it work. Somehow you kind of made it work. So I don't mind it. I don't actually mind this team. I actually kind of want to give it a B+, but I'm going to give it a B just because you drafted 4 QBs. But it kind of works. You know, your running back room sucks. Running back room is bad. The running back room, you got 2 running backs who are older plus not any depth. That's going to be a problem. I don't think you can win the league because of that. I'm going to give you a B. Oh, I kind of want to give you a B- because of that RB room, but I like everything else. But I'm going to give you a B-. Still, despite rating everybody's team, I still think Luke's was the best. Luke's team was my favorite. Yeah, for sure. If you didn't get into today's league, drop a yes in the chat. If you didn't get into today's league and you still want to get into a league with me and you haven't gotten into a league with me yet, drop a yes in the chat. Drop a yes in the chat. If you have not gotten into a league with me yet and you want to get into a league with me, but you have not gotten into a league with me yet, drop a yes in the chat. Who is Alex? Yes. Harold. Jared, I see you guys. Okay. If you didn't get into a league with me today and you still want to get into a league with me, all you got to do is be here again at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I can't stress it enough. You got to be here at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time. Be here at 5 p.m. We're going to be going live at that time. Join up. Make sure you have Underdog Fantasy downloaded. Go out of the way. Go get your account made. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. That way you're going to get your first deposit match up to $1,000 and a free pick. Do all of that stuff. Get it all out of the way. That way you'll be able to join the draft with me tomorrow at 5 p.m. But, yeah, that's all we got for today. If you're watching over on Twitch, have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out. Wait, is this one Twitch? No. Yeah, this one's Twitch. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much to Hidness, Dragoon, Gagan Bagri, 12NC, and Alcom for the subs. You guys were super W. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.